y'all, it's your girl Salute Maroon. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video today, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all, so I'm back with another story time today. From the title, you already know what your girl is about to talk about. So let's get into this video today. All right, y'all. So this story time take back place when I was going to Rolling Mills, y'all. That's when I was in middle school. Ooh, my back is itching. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry. I was going to Rolling Mills, y'all. This was back in the day when I ended up moving with my uncle and them or whatever, y'all. And I ended up meeting this friend, y'all. And we're going to name her... We're going to name her Lolly. I ended up meeting this girl named Lolly or whatever, y'all. When I went to that school, she was really, like, my only real best friend. When I started attending that school or whatever, y'all. Like, yeah, I had, like, boys as friends or whatever. But as far as, like, a girl... You know what I'm saying? She was a Capricorn like me. We ended up connecting, vibing. Like, she was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of similarities, you know. We got to know each other on a whole different level. Y'all, I'm sorry if y'all see, like, oil on my face, y'all. I had oil on my face up before this video, and I don't think I rubbed it all the way in. So if y'all can see that reflection on y'all end, I am so sorry. But no, I am not crying. Nothing is wrong. It's just oily. Right? It came a point in time where I like told my uncle them about her or whatever, so they would like let me go over her house, never to spend the night, but just like go by her house, because she kind of lived like in the same neighborhood we lived in. Like the neighborhood that I'm talking about is like huge, so it could take you maybe like 10 minutes sometimes to get to the house that you're going to in that neighborhood. Like, that's how big the neighborhood is, y'all. And it's not just like a neighborhood, it's like a whole community of like big nice houses or whatever. And she lived close by, so I'm just like, you know, cool. Like, that's my little buddy, my little woody woo or whatever. So my uncle and them, they wouldn't let me do much, y'all, but sometimes they would let me, like, all right, girl, like, but they want to talk to the mama. Like I told y'all before, you had to ask 11 times in advance before you could even go anywhere. They got to talk to everybody in the family to make sure who everybody is. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Me being grown and I got kids, I don't want my kids going to nobody's house. So I can understand, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. So me and this girl got cool. Like, we used to ride the same bus together, y'all. We would always sit next to each other, whatever, y'all. And we was cool. Like, that was my dog. Like, we would always tell each other our personal business as far as boys or whatever, y'all. So eventually, y'all, we ended up, well, no. Did that girl go to that school too? I don't know. Before we left the high school, y'all, I started noticing, what did I name this girl? Lolly. I started noticing that Lolly, you know, got another friend, y'all. I'm not the type of person, you know what I'm saying? Well, I would hope I could say I wasn't that type of person to be like jealous of my friend having another friend. Like, if you got another friend, do you? You know what I'm saying? But I started to notice that she was talking to this other girl. We just gonna name her Gretchen. She started talking to this other girl, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. So I let her have her business with her friend, all this and all that. So later on, y'all, we get in high school. Me and this girl, Lolly, we still friends. We cool as ever. Like, still my girl, A1 Day 1. Still ride the same bus because we still live in the same neighborhood, whatever. So she started talking to this dude, y'all. She's still with this dude to this day. Like, that's what's up. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, high school sweethearts or whatever, y'all. And they met or whatever, and she would tell me everything, you know what I'm saying? Me, him was cool, you know, like, they would come to me, tell me stuff, like, just crazy stuff that had happened between them, like, getting caught up with their mom, whatever, daddy, whatever, sneaking him in the house, like, all type of stuff, y'all. So they was on a whole nother level. Like, that was her little boo, you know what I'm saying? And I started noticing her friend Gretchen. Now, let me describe Gretchen, y'all. She was a light-skinned, mixed girl, really curly hair, beautiful girl, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I noticed that, you know, her and Gretchen was like becoming more and more best of friends or whatever, y'all. And in the meantime, in between time, of course, I had like little fake friends, like the girl I told you about, Bucket, like all them little fakey friends or whatever. But she was like my dog. Like, I really can trust this girl with a lot of stuff. Like, I felt like if I tell her something, she not running back telling nobody else. Like, that's how I, like, it's people like that. Like, you know, you can really trust them. Like, they your friend for real, for real. And then some people is like, yeah, you my friend, but I don't really know for real. You know what I'm saying? But I always felt like this girl was really like my ride or die. So I started seeing her being real close with Gretchen or whatever. Gretchen had a boyfriend for years, y'all. She's still with this nigga to this day, too. They still together, riding, you know, salute to them, whatever, whatever. But they, all them was, like, clicked up. So I'm just like, okay, damn, like, I'm kind of losing my friend. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna get into little flaws about Gretchen, y'all. So I would see this girl, like, I had a class with her or whatever, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, like, back in the day, y'all, like, I might could say I was insecure, but it's like, I was insecure because of a reason. Like, people would, like, always say, like, oh, you black this, black that. You know, it's nothing wrong with being black, but when you are young, especially in those days, y'all, I don't know if y'all can attest to this. Let me know down below in the comments. I was born in 1994, so I was in high school, around like 2011, 2010, 29. I'm talking about 2010. Yeah, 2010, 2009. Like, I was in high school around them days, because when 2009, 2010, 2011, I was in 11th grade. So that's how I remember, because I graduated 2012. So back then, y'all, in that era, like, boys would just be like picking on you like you black, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got tough skin. Like, you know, my uncle called me black all day, even though he blacker than me. You know, my brothers, they give me little petty nicknames, you know what I'm saying? I don't never pay no mind to it, you know. So I got tough skin, so I don't mind, you know, the little jabs or whatever. But I noticed something about this girl. Like, she always felt like she was better than everybody. It ain't got nothing to do with how she really looked. Like, yes, she was a beautiful girl, but I just felt like she always felt like she was better than everybody. And I'm gonna give y'all some examples. Like, we had this class with this girl or whatever. She don't really need no name, but people will always pick on her. But to this day, y'all, this girl didn't glow up. She's beautiful. Like, nothing like how she looked in high school at all. So I was just like, you know, back then, I ain't never pick on nobody. Like, I ain't never felt like I was better than nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't, you know, hair up to here. But yeah, y'all, I would never pick at nobody. But I had a class with her or whatever, y'all, and the girl, her hair would never be done. Like, she would always have, like, raggedy little ponytails or whatever. And, you know, people can't help how they get sent to school. Like, that's not on them. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, it's the parents. Or maybe they just don't want to do their hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I never sent my kids to school with their hair looking crazy. But, like, she would just, like, wear the same clothes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't judge people. You don't know what these people got going on a day-to-day. Like, you don't know what's going on. So, it was, like, one day, y'all. Like, we just sitting in there, whatever, y'all. And her little friends or whatever, y'all. And Lolly, she wasn't in that class. She wasn't there. But Gretchen was. And she was just sitting there. And she was just like, the girl, I know she could overhear her saying this shit, y'all. So I'm just sitting there with them, like, you know, farther in the back, but I can hear everything the girl's saying. And she was like, yeah, like, look at her hair. Her hair always fucked up. Like, look at her clothes. Like, she stink. Like, just saying little stuff about the girl. And it's like, for what? Like, you just want people to be on the type of time that you on, the type of wave that you on, so you can feel like you doing something, but really you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? But of course, her friends was hyping her up. Like, yeah, she dusty. She ugly. Like, just trying to be a bully. Like, for what, you know? And it ain't my business to be like, girl, shut the fuck up, don't talk about her. I ain't say nothing. I'm just sitting there just listening, because it's just like, why are you doing that? And the girl, she kind of like moved on and went away. She would never say nothing. She never did nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, wow, like, you doing too much. Like, you always got something to say, y'all, because she did. Like, she always had little smart remarks to say to everybody else, like, especially like somebody that's darker than her. Like, I don't know what it was about the little light skin, dark skin thing back in them times, but it was crazy. It's still crazy to this day, like, how they feel like they just so different, but we all black. Like, it's just like, you're light skin and I'm dark. What make me more different than you? It's like, bitch, are you white and I'm black? Like, I don't know, y'all. The whole situation is so stupid. So it was another time, y'all, when we used to leave campus and shit at school. I used to ride to school. Did I give this boy a name? I think I called him Vanilla. I used to ride the school, and like he would pick me up because at some point, y'all, my uncle tried to make it seem like I had to ride the bus. I think I was like having bad grades or some shit, and I will text Vanilla and I'd be like, hey, I'm at the bus stop, like pick me up. And he will always come pick me up, like on break. If I ain't have no money, y'all, he would always buy my lunch. Like that was my homie, like my A1 day one. So we was coming back from break or whatever, like just riding whatever. We in a parking lot eating our food, and this bitch, she comes in, y'all. She had a big ass like Tahoe. She comes in, y'all, and this girl go park. She try to be all fancy and park in the parking space, right? And I think she was like backing up, and she didn't know what she was doing, y'all. She knocked the person mirror off, like clean off, like she backed up into the mirror basically. And I think her mirror hit their mirror, or the back of the car hit the mirror. I don't know, but the whole mirror came off. Now, mind you, y'all, it's like 5 people, like maybe like 5-10 people out here, because it was not only people walking back, you know, to campus, to school, but it was still people in their car eating too. So we just like, oh shit, because it was loud. So we all looking like, what the fuck? And at that point, we was already out the car walking. So we see her doing this shit. So, you know, normally, like if you hit somebody's car, y'all, and I got situations to this day, somebody hit my car, y'all, and I still don't know who hit it to this day. But normally, I didn't see people like leave a note, leave their name. She didn't do none of that. You know, mind you, nobody thinking like that. Like, we in high school. But this girl literally drove off and parked somewhere else. Like, she didn't give a fuck. And they was like, damn, girl, like, you're not going to try to figure out who cars it. She was like, fuck them. I don't give a fuck about their car. Fuck them. Da, 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 da. So I'm just like, girl, whatever. Like, you're weird. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, she clearly just knocked the person, like, glass clean off, and she didn't give no fuck. She just went to the next parking lot, parking space, and act like, you know, nothing ever happened. So I was like, damn, like that was fucked up. I know whoever went outside, because their car looked brand new. Like, I know whoever went back to their car that day after school was pissed the fuck off, because their mirror was gone. Like, she dubbed that shit for real. Like, it was a wrap. So I'm just like, wow. Like, so looking at little stuff like that with her, I automatically like chalked it up. Like, I don't like this girl like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen Lolly like being her best friend, it was like she was getting a different version of her that I see that she is with everybody, y'all. When I tell you, this girl would like try to pick on everybody. And it was like only certain people, like people that she knows she can pick with. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wouldn't really pick on like a hood booger, you know what I'm saying, that's darky. Like, she wouldn't, because she knows she probably would get beat the fuck up. But the person that's like, you know, lame, or somebody that she know ain't gonna do too much, she'll pick on them. And I noticed that about her. Like, she pick her battles very well. But I was just like, that's so lame to me. Like, what are you getting out of that? Like, trying to be a fake bully, you know what I'm saying? So after time go on, y'all, I started to notice that me and Lolly wasn't really friends anymore. Like, me and her would say hey to each other in the hallway, but it would never be like, because I would always text her. You know, I would go to her house sometimes. Not really like that or whatever. Because like I said, my uncle wouldn't really allow me to do anything, y'all, for real, for real. And I could never really spend the night at her house, and it was never given that. So I would always see her with Gretchen all the time. They would go to basketball games together. They would be with each other at parties. Like, that was her girl. Like, they would start being on lunch together with each other. Like, I slowly but surely just started being strictly friends with Bucket and all them other people. It was like me and Lolly, our main friendship was in middle school, the beginning of 9th grade, and that was it. Like, after that, her and Gretchen was like best of friends, and then that was that. So when I was in high school, y'all, they had like this thing, like it was a canteen. Like, they would serve like Chick-fil-A, like little shit, like I think like hot dogs, I don't know, like little shit. You can get like Powerades, you can get candy. I don't know if it would come on certain days, but they would be out there. So if you had your money and you was like one of those people that wasn't in 11th or 12th grade that couldn't leave campus, you would just settle for the canteen, because that's better than eating at the cafeteria, you know what I'm saying? But you would have to pay for it. They would have like pizza, like all type of shit. It'd be good though. So one day, y'all, and before I even get into this, y'all, when I was in high school, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. If I could find a picture, I will put it on the screen. Your girl was bald as fuck. I was bald headed as fuck, and I was bald headed, y'all, just due to the fact, I was the only person really doing my hair. Like, I would braid my own hair. Like, after a while, when I learned how to lay tracks, I would lay my own tracks. But back then, I was just really braiding my own hair, y'all. Back in the day, we had this thing where people would dye their hair with Kool-Aid packets. My dumb ass dyed my hair with Kool-Aid packets, y'all. I was trying to have like this red look. I dyed my hair with Kool-Aid packets or whatever. I dyed my hair with Kool-Aid packets, y'all. And I didn't do it right. Like, I didn't do it right. I was going off of what people were saying at school. And I just did it like that. And I just literally, like, just put the Kool-Aid on my hair, y'all. And rinsed the shit out. Like, when I tell you my hair was hard as fuck, brittle as fuck. Like, I felt like a dried up motherfucking sugar. Like, my head was crusty and crunchy as fuck. So I'm just like, damn. So my hair never been right ever since then, y'all. And I know I can find this on my Facebook somewhere. I don't find it. But your girl hair was touching her eardrums. Like, when I tell you I was bored as fuck, like, I wasn't getting no treatments done in my hair. I wasn't getting it taken care of. I wasn't getting my ends clipped. None of that. So your girl was bald-headed as fuck. But I ain't had no shame in it, y'all. Because a lot of girls back then would have their hair, like, pressed out. And their hair would be touching their earlobes, too. So I ain't feel no type of ways about it, y'all. Like, whatever. Like, that's when you really embraced yourself. In high school, people wasn't really wearing all the eyelashes and eyebrows and none of that shit. You wasn't giving none of that. Like, if a nigga liked you, they liked you for you. Because you was at your prime back then. I wasn't doing none of that. Your girl was bald as a bat. So, one day, we at the canteen or whatever, y'all. And I see Lolly and she's with Gretchen. And I'm just like, hey, Lolly. Like, y'all, when I tell you me and this girl still cool to this day, she's cool. Like, never had a problem with her. Me and her never been beefed out. Never had an issue. Never had an argument. Nothing. I just didn't like her friend. And it is what it is. Like, I don't have nothing against you. Like, she never switched up on me or nothing. It was just like, you know how you just, like, slowly stop talking to people? Like, that's what it was. Like, it was never beef or nothing. Like, we just slowly stopped talking to each other. So, I'm like, hey, girl. She like, hey. And I'm like, how you doing? Like, we're just having a conversation or whatever. Mind you, y'all, it's been some time. Like, me and her don't have classes together anymore. Like, time went on. Like, I'm probably, like, in 11th grade at this time. Maybe. I don't know. And we just talking to each other. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Like, it's good talking to you. It's like, nice talking to you too. Like, you know, never switched up, even around her friend. So her friend, you know, mind you, I don't ever talk to Gretchen, like, ever, because she give me the vibes like she feel like she above everybody because she's pretty and all this and all that. There's nothing wrong with being pretty. It's the way you treat people. Like, you're pretty, but you ugly on the inside, because why you feel like you gotta bully people? Like, what's your issue? Like, why do you have to... Like, why? Like, I never understood it. So, she looks at me. Mind you, y'all, I didn't say not 2 words to her because I don't know you. I don't talk to you. All I see you do is nitpick with people around here. But you can't nitpick with me. Like, because you can't bully me. So, so I'm just standing there, whatever, y'all. It's been like 2 minutes since I said anything to Lolly. But I'm probably, like, waiting on my food or whatever. So this girl, she's like, oh, hey. I'm like, hey, mind you, she don't talk to me. She don't talk to me ever. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you talking to me now? Like, you could have talked to me when I was talking to Lolly, but now all of a sudden you want to look over at me and say, hey, like, what are you saying hey for? So instantly I'm getting the bubble guts because why the fuck is this girl talking to me? Like, are you trying to be funny? Like, what is the issue? So she like, hey. So I'm like, hey. And she was like, girl, you know, your hair look real good today. And I'm like, you. Now, mind you, y'all, my hair was like in like a wrap. Like, mind you, I did my own wrap. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you blow dry your hair out and you flat iron it and you wrap it up that whole night and you don't touch it. So the next day it could be full and bouncy. It wasn't giving none of that because, like I told you, I dyed my hair with Kool-Aid and my shit was crunch munched. Okay, so she was like, oh, girl, I like your hair. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I was really excited because I'm just like, wow, like, she's giving me a compliment. Like, normally she's rude to everybody, right? So as I'm in the joyful, like, thank you. And I'm slowly, like, bringing my smile down. She was like, girl, psych. And she just started busting out laughing, y'all. When I tell you this moment sits with me in my head rent free to this day, y'all. When I tell you my heart dropped to my pinky toe, because I wasn't expecting it, because she seemed so genuine when she was just like, girl, like, your hair, like, it looks so good today. And I'm like, thank you. And that bitch was like, psych, you cool, bitches will flow. Like, y'all, when I felt like, because I don't like to be embarrassed, y'all. Like, and this is something that I still deal with to this day. I hate to feel like people are looking at me. I hate to feel like People are in my business. I hate to be embarrassed, y'all. And mind you, it's mad people waiting right here to get their food, and I know they heard what she said because she wasn't the only person that laughed. So when she did that, I immediately didn't even look at her. I looked at everybody else but her because I wanted to know who was laughing at me. Like, y'all, I was just like, wow, I cannot. And I didn't even know if Lolly laughed. I think she was like, girl, like, don't do that. Like, or she like pulled her to come on. Because that's awkward for her because you're picking at me, bitch. And I was friends with her before you ever even came around. Before you was a motherfucking factor, bitch. And now you're trying to be funny. Like, what are you doing? So, y'all, after that moment, I didn't even say nothing to her. It wasn't even like she punked me or nothing. I just felt like she was trying to be funny. And don't be funny with me, y'all. I was just so shocked in that moment. I didn't even say nothing. And then, of course, Lolly pulled her away. Like, but I didn't even say nothing to her, y'all. Like, I was just like, wow. And everybody, like, a few other people that was around that heard what she said, they was laughing, y'all. And I was so embarrassed, y'all. I just got my food. And I act like it didn't even hurt my feelings. But deep down inside, y'all, it really hurt my feelings. And after that, y'all, I never really talked to Lolly again. Like, yeah, I don't have no problem with her. But it's like, yeah, you didn't pick the side. Like, you see that your friend is a mean girl to certain people and you continue to be her friend, y'all. They are still best friends to this day. They men best friends to this day. They still be in thruples. The kids is cool. Like, they still friends to this day, and kudos to them. But I just can't mess with somebody with that type of energy, that type of time. Like, the way she, like, how she just do people, I just can't fuck with that, y'all. Like, I'm not no mean girl. I'm not about to pick at you. I'm not doing none of that. If you cool, you cool. Simple. I'm not about to go out my way to try to embarrass you, to make you look crazy in front of other people. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't owe me no loyalty, but it's just like, what are you doing? Like, she knew that me and Lolly was friends, but she didn't give a fuck. She already knew, like, she got her locked in. That's her best friend now, and she gonna do what she want to do. And she was being funny. And I ain't never was cool with Lolly like that ever again. Like, if I see her to this day, I say, hey, how you doing? Like, yeah, of course, we still friends and stuff on social media. But far as Gretchen, y'all, me and that girl never spoke. Like, I don't even know why she spoke to me that day. I just felt like she was just like, oh, I'm about to be funny towards this bitch since my friend speaking to her. Like, that's what I felt. Because why? She never said nothing to me, y'all. Like, maybe she probably said stuff behind my back, but I wasn't aware or privy to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But after that day, y'all, I could not stand that girl. I hold a grudge to this day. Still don't like her to this day. I don't give a fuck. I hold grudges. Yep, I do. I still hold grudges, y'all, to this day. Because it's people that I knew in high school that really had me fucked up. And I won't say 2 words to them. I don't care. I don't like you. And we don't have to ever talk. For real, for real. You don't owe me nothing. I don't owe you nothing. We can keep it at that. You don't even get a hey out of me, boo. You don't get a hey out of me, boo. Not nothing else. That's a wrap for this story time today. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Support your girl. Follow your girl on all social medias. That's at TikTok at Salute Marie, Instagram at Salute Marie. And always make sure post notification bells is always turned on. So every time I post another video, y'all what? Tune in. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.